Hi guys, welcome. In this video, I'll be sharing the stock analysis for Skyworks Solutions and answer these three questions. Is Skyworks worth investing in? Is it a buy or a sell at the current price? And whether Skyworks is trending up or down from the technical charts. As you know, Skyworks is in the hot 5G market space. Skyworks products ranges from 5G chipsets that are used in mobile phones, routers for home and office broadband, Wi-Fi, and all the way to the 5G antennas used by the telecommunications companies. So naturally, my expectations are quite high for this stock. So let's dive right into the financials. I'll be using the quarterly reports in this video. The revenue has shot up by 58% from the previous quarter's $960 million to $1.5 billion, and the company is expecting a revenue of $1.2 billion for the next quarter. So the company does expect a pullback, but the 5G market is expected to drive a sustained growth for Skyworks. The gross profit rose sharply to 760 million from 460 million the previous quarter. But this will fall slightly with the expected drop in revenue, but will still provide for a healthy profit. The gross margin has been hovering around 50% for the past 3 years. That is a very good margin and makes Skyworks a strong company. It also provides for a big margin of safety if the market turns down. Skyworks is a profitable company and has been producing a consistent operating income. The operating income has increased by 113% compared to the previous quarter and came in at $570 million. And there is a steady growth from the past few quarters as well. The net income is looking good too at $510 million, having risen by 106% from the previous quarter. The net margin is at a healthy 34% for the most recent quarter and 26% in the previous quarter. One thing I really like about Skyworks is its level of investment in R&D. They are able to grow the market and position themselves as a strong competitor in the 5G space by investing just 8% of revenue for R&D. Most of the tech companies are heavy investors in R&D, but that does not automatically reflect in higher revenue. In fact, most of them lose money due to the heavy investment needed for R&D. But Skyworks seems to be investing in a smart way in their R&D. R&D investment has been increasing quarter and quarter and has settled at around $120 million for the last quarter. Sales and marketing investment is rising slowly as well. It is impressive that Skyworks is able to achieve a revenue of $1.5 billion with just $66 million in sales and marketing. On a per share basis, the earnings per share is at $3.05 for this quarter. This is a big jump of 107% compared to the last quarter. The trailing EPS of the last 4 quarters is $6.35. The trailing EPS is a proxy for the yearly EPS. Skyworks has good positive cash flow from operations. The quarter-to-quarter comparison shows a good growth of 82% the last 2 quarters. Besides investing in R&D, Skyworks has invested the additional cash into marketable securities. This is a common practice that you will see in profitable companies. They have to park their extra cash somewhere, and usually it finds its way to such investments. Skyworks invested $99 million in marketable securities in the last quarter. There is a constant net cash outflow from financing activities, mainly due to stock repurchase and dividend payout. Skyworks has been purchasing its shares consistently, and I like companies that buy back their shares. It shows that they trust in their own company. The share repurchase for the last quarter amounted to $196 million. And management has just approved $2 billion for stock repurchase for 2021. Skyworks also gives out dividends regularly. The last quarter dividend payout was 50 cents per share. Skyworks has been sitting on good cash amount, but the amount is declining for the past few quarters from $1.7 billion in 2019 to $617 million. The quick ratio is at 1.2. Minimally, a quick ratio of 1 is preferred. The quick ratio measures the ability of the company to service its short-term financial obligations that need to be serviced within the next 12 months. Skyworks has a strong balance sheet, rising assets and low liabilities. It should be noted that Skyworks does not have any debt. Now, the book value per share is $26.70 currently. The book value measures the net asset value, which is total assets minus the total liabilities on a per share basis. At the current price of $177.80, Skyworks is trading at a multiple of 6.6 price to book. That is an exceptional level for a profitable tech company. It is very rare to find such tech stocks trading at these valuations. Now, the last time I did the video on Skyworks was in July 2020. At the time, it was trading at $131, and my thoughts were it was going to correct to around 114 before heading higher. It didn't correct downwards, but instead headed higher all the way to almost $200 and has pulled back a bit to 178 right now. There is a support zone at around $160 to $170 where I think price is headed to. If this level holds, Skyworks could head higher from here. But if this level breaks, then the next support is at $140. So, is Skyworks worth investing? It is certainly profitable and has a strong balance sheet, and the profits are on the rise on the back of a strong 5G market. Is it worth it at current prices? I would say the low price to book value is enticing, and the PE ratio is quite low for a profitable tech company at 28. Technically, the longer term trend is up and is going through a short term correction right now. My view is Skyworks is a great company in a great market space. They are well positioned to ride the 5G market. But looking at the trend, I would wait for the price to stabilize around 160, 170 before investing. Do subscribe to my channel if you have found this sharing useful, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Speaking of which, I'll be doing a video on Nvidia next. Or if you have any stocks that you would like me to cover, then please let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you soon in the next one.